Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into a really cool, kind of radical way of thinking about words and, well, understanding itself. This comes from a philosophy called reflective humanism, and it completely flips the script on what we think words are actually doing. Instead of just being containers for meaning, it suggests something way more dynamic, almost like waves.
I mean, we've all been there, right? You think you've picked the perfect words. You've laid out your arguments so clearly, and the person you're talking to just gets something totally different. It's so frustrating. And the philosophy we're digging into today says, you know what? The problem isn't just about picking the wrong word. It goes way, way deeper than that.
So here's the thing. The problem seems to be a huge misunderstanding we have about language itself. We tend to treat words like little boxes, right? We think we can just stuff a precise meaning inside, ship it over to someone, and they'll open it up and find exactly what we sent. But what if that's just not how it works at all?
Okay, so this is where the big shift happens. Instead of that old idea of words as containers, this new idea asks us to picture something totally different. Think of a word like a pebble dropped into a still pond. It's not holding anything. It's creating a wave, a ripple, a field of potential meaning that spreads out. It's a completely different way to visualize it.
All right, but if words are just waves, then how on earth do we ever understand each other? I mean, how does any shared meaning happen? Well, the answer comes from a concept borrowed straight from physics, and it's called interference. The key here is that meaning isn't just delivered, it has to be generated. This brings us to the core concept, the interference field. So that word, that initial wave, it travels out from you, and it collides with the listener's inner world. And I mean their entire inner world, all their memories, their feelings, their relationships, the whole shebang. Meaning? Meaning is what's born in that moment of impact. It's a secondary effect, not the primary payload.
And this just explains so much, doesn't it? It's why the exact same word can land one way with one person and a completely different way with another. The wave you send out might be identical, but the pond it hits, well, your pond and my pond are totally unique landscapes, shaped by everything we've ever experienced.
Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. How does this all come together as a working model? Well, this philosophy breaks it down into 3 really elegant layers. It's a great way to see the whole process, from start to finish.
First up, you have the wave. That's the spoken word, the actual sound, right? It's just a vibration carrying potential. Next, you have the record. This is the written word, and I love how the source material describes it. It's like the wave has been frozen in silence. It's captured, just waiting for someone to come along and reactivate it. And that brings us to the final step, the meaning, or what they call the gradient. This is the unique outcome, the actual landscape of meaning that rises up only when that wave or record interacts with your mind.
And check this out, because this completely reframes what we think of as communication. Understanding isn't about two people having the exact same idea. It's a convergence, a temporary, beautiful moment where our personal meaning gradients just happen to align. It's probabilistic, not a perfect match. And misunderstanding? Well, it's not a failure. It's just a divergence. It's a natural, transitional phase that basically tells us, hey, time to recalibrate a little.
Okay, now I want you to brace yourself because this is where the idea just explodes way beyond language. The philosophy behind this, reflective humanism, suggests that this whole interference model isn't just about words. It might just be how everything works.
Just let that sink in for a second. Your consciousness, the very thing that makes you, it's not some static thing inside your head. It's a field of generation. It's a phenomenon, an interference pattern that is constantly being created by you observing the world. In a very real sense, you are an interference pattern.
And once you see things through this lens, everything starts to look different. Ethics? It's not just a set of rules. It's the art of keeping that interference between people going, of staying in that creative space. And what about AI? It's not some all-knowing oracle we ask for answers. It's an interference device, something we interact with to create new patterns in our own minds. Even time gets a rethink, seen as this spiral where we're always revisiting old ideas and creating new interference with our past selves.
So all of this leads to a really profound and maybe unexpected conclusion. It gives us a totally new way to think about silence. If you're stuck in that old words as boxes mindset, silence just feels like nothing, an empty space, a failure to communicate. But in this new model, it's something completely different.
Silence isn't emptiness. It's the unresolved gradient. It's that still, quiet pond just waiting for the next wave. It's an active, fertile space where new meanings can actually have the room to form. It's not empty, it's brimming with unshaped possibility. And protecting that silence, holding that space, that becomes an incredibly important act.
So, if meaning is never truly fixed, what does that make us? Well, it shifts us from just being passive listeners or readers into being active co-creators of meaning all the time. Every single conversation, every page you read, is a creative act. Meaning isn't something out there for us to find, it's something we are constantly actively making, moment by moment, in that beautiful, complex, and sometimes messy interference between us and everything else.